Hello, everybody. This is Key of Life. My name is Key, and I wanted to say sorry for taking so long with this hiatus. There's a lot been going on, and I want to tell you what's happening in my crazy hectic life and what's going on. What's the update with my vintage 1957 pacemaker? I have not forgotten about my home. This is my home. But what's been taking for a very long time? A lot of you in the comment section, including professionals, have told me to get the roof done first, which I think is a very important step before I start doing any internal, any interior work. And quite few issues here. So my mobile home is actually parked in a secured storage unit, and there I am parked in between two other vehicles that comes at like a risk, because say if anybody who's working on the mobile home roof drops something on the people's car and scratch their property, I'm responsible for that. And I'm probably not allowed to have work done on the camper, on the property, so that might be a breach of contract right there. So I'm just not trying to get into too much trouble doing a lot of extensive work on property that's not mine, and there's a risk factor there. Secondly, someone also brought up the fact, if I do, because I told you all, I want the roof to have a slight slope. I'm not a big fan of flat roofs, especially with the risk of snow and rain. That's not going to be wise to hold very long with a flat roof. So I wanted a slight slope. And someone can tell me, even in their professional or personal experience, is it okay for me to get the roof done now? And would it be safe to, like, if I do like a little slight slope on a busy highway, would there be any risks of it blowing backwards or, having any issues? Because I just want to make sure it is safe, and I am not 100% sure. Third issue. 2 days ago, somebody from the storage unit place called, and they said they're terminating a lot of people's lease, people with boats and RVs, including my home, got caught up in that, because they're doing construction on the site. So I have to move my mobile home, and this is why I do not want to be on anybody else's property. I have never considered wanting to be in no mobile home park or, renting out a lot. I don't want to do that. I want my own land, because I do not ever want to have to face having to scramble and uproot, multiple times. That's not something I want to deal with in the future. So I am going to be looking for land. But now this transitions to another place. I found a camper. Now, originally, I wanted to find a camper just to store some of my stuff in there. But as I started to think about it, I'm like, it would be nice to have like a camper so I could like finish the few states that I have left to complete my 50 states of the United States of America. It'd be so fun to do that. And when they terminated my lease, I'm like, oh yeah, game on. It's time for me to look for land. So this is going to be the next project, is to renovate this $50 camper that I found on Craigslist. I'm fixing it up. I'm going to be staying in it, going to be camping in it, traveling, and also visiting a few places to look for land to prop my dream home on top of it. So this is not going in vain. This is not going down without a fight. I am going to get my home done, and this is the journey to that to happen. So with all that being said, let's get into this video, because baby, I'm gonna make sure my home is done. Okay. So I am about to make another purchase for a camper, but this time it is for storage, because I need storage for my things. This is exciting because I ran out of storage. Well, not ran out of storage. I don't want to pay for my storage unit anymore. It's just not financially wise to keep paying money for that. And you know, my stuff is far and stuff, so I'm like, I want my stuff closer to where my mobile home is. Look at this. This is super cool. Oh wow. Okay, so I'm out here again. And look at this. We're both vlogging at the same time. At the time when I was recording this, I would never have thought that I was going to repurpose and reshape the entire scheme of how I was going to prepare my mobile home for my next stage in life. And it was such a blessing to find this camper when I did, just because I wanted to look for storage, and now it's being repurposed for me to camp in while I'm looking for land for my mobile home. Everything just works out, and you know, even though it kind of bums me out because I have to further elongate this process, it's fine. It's fine. I know for a fact that it's going to get done. There was a lot of things that were different months ago, and it has changed. So there's no doubt about it. I am going to get this mobile home done. I'm going to get this camper done so I can find the land. I'm not going to have to be worried about going to a hotel or getting Airbnbs and wasting a lot of money. I'm going to buy me a truck. I'm going to probably use that truck to also move my home, because I really don't want to be paying no semi truck driver. And I got a lot of people in my family with CDLs. So, I know, you know, life has its way of constantly changing, but it's all about being proactive instead of reactive. With my proactivity mindset, this would allow me to be ahead of anything before it actually arises, if it arrives, okay? Just being well prepared. Like the whole thing with my mobile home being transported, like, there's not a lot of mobile home toters in Northwest Indiana or the Chicagoland area. So it's becoming like really difficult. And even like the people that I've asked to help move, like these are family members and friends, like there's always some excuse, or they're being unfair with how much they're asking for. Like, it's like, come on now, dude. Like, seriously, for that mileage, you're asking for that much. So it's like, okay, you know what? Let me do my due diligence and just buy a heavy duty XL truck to move my own mobile home. Also getting materials for this camper and plopping this slide-in camper on the bed. Like, having that, so that way I don't really have to depend on other people for their resources. The people who do help, I'm thankful for, but I also have to keep in mind that I do need to be more proactive, just in case things like, you know, somebody not being available with their resources, you know, just making sure I have my own. And it would be great to have a pickup truck anyways that's able to haul my mobile home. That way I wouldn't have to worry about that later on when I do want to move it. We have gotten a lot of wood out of here. And you see these? Well, these are newly built garages, and this is actually the reason behind why a lot of us got our lease terminated, so they could build more, but that is fine. Okay, so I am picking up my truck camper from storage, and this is a countdown to get things started, because I'm going to be taking this camper on a little road trip before my niece's birthday, and that's going to be the goal, is to get this thing fixed up so we can go camping and save a lot of money. We don't need to be worried about no hotels and no Airbnbs. You know, we can do this. So this is this countdown. Let's get this thing on this truck, and yeah, we're gonna start working. Okay, so we were able to back in. Well, I was able to back in. It's really, really scary. Every time I gotta have somebody with me. Every time I unload and load, because I need eyes on all angles. But yeah, we got it going, and now we're about to take it on back home so I can start working on it. Okay, I found some free pallets on Facebook Marketplace. I'm gonna put it in my tiny car. I'm gonna see how this works. I don't have anybody here to help me, but we're gonna try to get this thing in here. I had to drop off the pickup truck, so I wasn't able to. Wish I could, but yeah, whatever. Let me try to get this in here. Yeah, so that was a pipe dream. So I ended up calling my dad as the last resort. Again, I had to return the U-Haul the previous day when we were putting the camper on top of the bed. It just took too long because we were trying to make sure that it got on there properly without sliding, as well as, you know, it was 2 hours away and we were coming back during rush hours. So I had the truck a little bit too long to even go and pick up those, but I called my uncles and they got it done. Sorry for the little interruption. Now they're a word from our sponsor, me. If you're still using stuff like lotions or Vaselines or a lot of baby oil, I want to put you onto something much more natural and beneficial for your skin's health. Here are two natural alternatives from my skincare brand called the Butta Spread, which is a line of meltable skincare products. Let me show you how both of these work. Petroleum jelly, like Vaseline, doesn't really provide any benefits to your skin. The only thing that it does is make your skin appear glossy, but it doesn't protect your skin as long because it is just a crude oil that doesn't penetrate the skin's barrier. So these are one of my testers called Margarine, which has no fragrance in it. And basically this is your petroleum jelly alternative. Switching to something like a natural body salve from the Butta Spread would be the greatest alternative, because not only are you still getting that nice finishing gloss, but you're also giving your skin something good to eat. Also have this moisturizing body candle, which is game changer to your body care routine. Light your candle and the top surface of the candle is melted. It's time to pour, and when I tell you, this is what your skin needs. Heated oils penetrate the skin's barrier much deeper. You have long-lasting moisturization, as well as it allows blood circulation to flow. So if you are looking for a skincare brand where the products are 100% natural, there's not a lot of long names and all a bunch of chemicals and ingredients in it, I would say you definitely need to switch to the Butta Spread. was quick. So much water coming down. Hold on. This stuff is really hard. I forgot I have a pocket knife. This water is pretty fresh, but it just dripped down, and you know, lots of mold up there. So I'm gonna finish taking the rest of the roofing off, and I am done for the day. Okay, so that's all I'm gonna do for today. I did quite a lot, gutted, you know, most of the panels and the installation. I'm not gonna touch parts of the roof because some parts of the roof have big ass gaping holes in it like that. So I'm gonna wait until I have the materials to get that covered up first, and then yeah, that's it for today. I'm gonna go and take a shower. Hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and take a shower, wash my hair, and go and eat. I did not eat anything today. When I want something done, I will get it done. Had a dumb moment. I'm actually going to just remove it from this part, even though, you know, I didn't have this tool at first. I didn't think about that. Goodness gracious. It is free. It is free. It's a nail in my shoe. There's a nail. Okay. Ooh. We do not want something in there. This stove top was the hardest thing to get off. I just could not. I still have not gotten this stove top out of its place at all. The gas pipe thing is like heavily attached to it. And here is my sister. She's trying her hardest. She don't know what she's doing apparently, but hey.